It's something that the evil Spock from the Mirror Universe might try. You know, the one with the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know, you gotta rub some bee pollen in those wounds to make them heal. Feels good, man.
Yeah, it feels amazing. So.
That's how I get my daily supply of chromium is from my bee sang pills.
So super quick, why don't we cover the other, real ass-based medicine? By real, I mean it has to do with your ass, and not that it does anything.
We need powdered bee stingers to put up people's asses. I've just realized.
I bet you we could sell that. And you only need, if we did a homeopathic version, we'd only need one bee. So we could dilute it down.
Well, yeah.
So, but ass-based medicine, part 2.0. We wanted to cover coffee enemas and the science behind them.
Okay.
So, you were like, I'm giving it to you here because you had some good points to make.
Well, talk amongst yourselves. I got to bring the document up. I was stupid and didn't leave it up.
Well, I also was giving it to you because
You don't remember?
No,
your throat's fucked up. Okay.
My voice is breaking.
So, I got online before the show, and there's something called the Gerson Institute that I found online, and you can look it up too. But basically, I downloaded this PDF. I just had to because the title is The Scientific Basis of Coffee Enemas, and it just sounded too good to be true for the purposes of our show, and especially the burgeoning new field of ass-based medicine as promulgated by no one but us.
Well, not specifically as that, but promulgated by many.
Yeah. So it starts off reminding us that, people are new to the therapy and they're often skeptical, and sometimes the veterans who have been doing the coffee enemas for a long time, they don't always remember why they are doing the coffee enemas and why other people should think about doing them too. Sometimes, you get used to things. Sometimes you forget that ibuprofen's an anti-inflammatory. That's how you need to explain to people.
I think of it as a magical fix-me pill.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, that's all you need. So, first of all, they're a vital part of the detoxification process. So, if you've got too many toxins, you got to get them out. This is the way to go. They also remove, of course, the toxins. Well, the toxins, first of all, they accumulate in the liver, which, if you know anything about the human body, you should know that that's where anything that is actually toxic to you goes.
Right.
That part's true. And to remove free radicals from the bloodstream. Okay. Free radicals are fun. Then they just say some shit about how if you put caffeine in your body, it opens up the blood vessels in the right way that the stuff that's bad for you goes straight to your ass and it can be absorbed there. And that's where they start making the leaps that I don't understand. Because if you don't know that caffeine is a diuretic and that, it makes all of your blood vessels dilate, if you don't know that, now you do. I'm not saying anything ridiculous or unproven. You can go look this up. The part that I don't buy is that it somehow dilates everything in the right way that it funnels to the asshole.
Yeah, I love how people just keep going back to the ass.
Yeah, because that's basically what they're saying is it opens up the liver, it opens up the bile ducts, and it opens up your blood vessels in such a way that it all goes to the right place, which is the ass again.
From grandmas taking rectal temperatures back in like the 50s or whatever, to suppositories, to the coffee enema now.
Right.
Among many others.
So another thing they're saying is that it also has a stimulating effect on an enzyme called glutathione S transferase. I can't actually read if that's an S or a 5.
Did you say ass transferase?
I wish it were ass transferase. That would make their argument even more perfect. Now, I am not a biologist or a biochemist or any of those kind of things. I don't know what glutathione S transferase is. But I know enough to recognize that not only have they called it an enzyme, but it has to do with this thing called glutathione, and it is a transferase, so it transfers something onto something else. Mm-hmm. Now, what they don't say is what the fuck exactly that is or what it does. They just say, because it's a fancy name, and now we can say it reacts with free radicals, which it doesn't even explain to people what free radicals are. We just know those are bad things, They get neutralized, they dissolve. Here's what I didn't know. So you have to hold the coffee enema in your ass for 12 to 15 minutes. I could have just as easily said colon, but fuck that. And your blood supply passes through your liver 4 to 5 times, carrying the poisons picked up from the tissues. And that basically they're saying it works as a form of dialysis, but through the ass.
See, we're like the Terrence and Phillip of like, bullshit detection and logical analysis.
Put it in your ass, buddy.
You had cancer. Cancer of the ass.
So this isn't the logical fallacy of the whole part, but the lack of knowledge here seems to be that we already have a form of dialysis in our body. It's called your liver and your kidneys. And they do all of this anyway. Things that aren't supposed to be in your body that are introduced from outside, so don't think I'm talking about cancer, but your body already has ways of saying, nope, you're not supposed to be here. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what we mean when we say something is not a bioaccumulator. And many things are not. They come in, they go out. It's like the mercury that they put in vaccines, or used to. They still do in a few, but they've taken it out of most things.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bioaccumulator anyway, so we could have left it in this whole time, but people don't know that. They think it's because there's a difference between ethyl and methyl mercury. And we were using, I think it's the ethyl kind. It's not bioaccumulative. And
I can ask my wife.
It's very safe. And, well, the point is, like, they were using the safe kind that you get rid of. And what we're talking about here is the same thing.
Right.
People, toxins scare you. And it's usually not bioaccumulators anyway. So you're not... It's like that plaque that builds up inside your colon. They're saying it's a bioaccumulator, and it's not. Like, there is nothing there. It's a made-up thing.
Right.
They're basically solving a problem that you don't have, that they told you had.
Yeah.
It's the classic con.
So see if you can point out the irony that I just picked up in this sentence. The purpose of the coffee enema is not to clear out the intestines, but the quart of water in the enema stimulates peristalsis in the gut. So they're saying we're not trying to clear out your intestines. We're just doing something that stimulates your body to clear out your intestines. Mm-hmm. We're going to introduce a quart of water. So people remember, if you've bought a quart of milk recently, or a half gallon, which is 2 quarts, you're dumping that much water straight up your butt.
Yep.
Apparently with coffee in it, and you're stimulating your guts to go, holy shit, what are you doing? That's not supposed to be there. Get the fuck out.
15 minutes of that, too.
All right, so not to beat a dead horse, there's 5 bullet points they have at the bottom that they say coffee enemas will do. First, they'll increase cell energy production. See, and now that sounds nice, because we always think we're increasing energy production. We have more energy. We've got more natural resources, or as a human, we've just got more energy. But what that means on a biological level is you've got more ATP, you've got more molecules available to let you do things. Well, if you don't need it, you don't make it.
ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Excuse me. And it's what energizes your body. It's what allows you to move around and function. It's a molecule that you can't live without, and it's what they mean by cells and energy. And any other kind of energy is like a magical energy that they just made up just now. It's just shit they made up.
Yes. So unless you are very deficient in phosphates or anything else that you need to work the ATP system, this shouldn't be a problem for you. Mm-hmm. So the next is enhanced tissue health.
Enhanced, huh?
Exactly. Which tissues?
Health, huh?
Yeah. Are these respiratory tissues? I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Maybe it's scrotal tissue. I don't know.
Enhanced health. Yeah, that's
enhanced health.
Shit they made up.
Number 3, improved blood circulation.
You say?
Improved. And they didn't say lower. Pay attention, because this is what happens in our heads, and it happens in all of our heads. We here at in the lab just try really hard not to do these things. Improved blood circulation could mean that it lowers your heart rate to, maybe somewhere in a better range, or it lowers your blood pressure. When it comes to your prevents you from getting too many clots, whatever. The point is, there are things that we can measure and things that we know are healthy and unhealthy. And it doesn't say any of those things, but it's purposely trying to activate those things. So you go, oh, it'll lower my blood pressure. Maybe I won't need my blood pressure medicine anymore. That's not what it said.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what it said.
It's sort of like a bait and switch.
Yes, it's trying to activate those things, but that's not what it said. So number 4, better immunity and tissue repair.
Better, you say.
Better. Not improved. It doesn't say you'll get sick less frequently and you'll have a shorter duration of diseases.
I would almost dare say the word immunity doesn't really mean anything either.
Yeah, there's something there too.
Better immunity is just meaningless.
Yeah, that's a good point. And last, cellular regeneration.
Regeneration.
And I don't know what in the world that could mean.
Yeah.
Your cells divide, and that's how they replicate themselves, and make sure that there's still a you year to year.
Yeah, like
your cells don't regenerate. If they die, they get flushed.
Yeah, it doesn't. It sounds like what I'm picturing is cells coming back to life or something, or
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's maybe a good. This is a good time without again being too long-winded to point out to people. And again, look this up. I'm not making this up. This is well established. You aren't just a mass of cells that doesn't change, and you just magically age. Please look this up if you don't know it to learn more about it. But you are constantly making hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of new cells every hour of every day.
Yeah.
So they don't need to regenerate because if a cell gets old, we go, oh, you're old as shit, you're not functioning anymore. Get out of here. That's normal. That's part of being human. That's actually just part of being alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So get used to it. Don't worry about this idea of cellular regeneration because you don't want them to regenerate. You want to slough them out of your fucking body.
Yeah, that
and make new ones.
I would almost think like the closest thing that comes to mind when I think of cellular regeneration would be cancer.
Yeah.
What they're doing is just trying to imply good things by saying meaningless things.
Right.
It's a reiteration of what you were talking about, pushing buttons, baiting and switching.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else?
That's basically it. And, again, you don't have to take my word for it. This is a PDF. Thank you. It's the Gerson Institute. It's a little PDF. Google it if you want to read it. I went through most of it. And the best part is they reference themselves in this document, and they reference a document written by the person who runs the institute. So awesome references. Yeah. Closed systems are always great and reliable when it comes to science.
I knew what they were saying was true because they told me it was. I feel boosted. So, that's another installment in the exciting world of ass-based medicine.
Keep your eye out. It's on the move. It's on the rise.
And I guess that's about all the time we have for this week, Cole.
I think you're right, Jason.
So once again, we hope you've had fun with us. Remember, don't worry about shit so much. Feel good about yourself if you're not hurting anybody else. And chill the fuck out, even if other people don't want to.
So please do us a favor and tell a friend about the show. Spread the word. Tell your enemies, tell your lovers, your ex-lovers, your priest or your rabbi.
That gimp you keep in the box in the other room. Tell him too.
Yeah, he would love the show.
Bring him out.
So, and we rely heavily on you to keep this facility afloat. Make sure your GIMP has a PayPal account. Our music, as always, was provided by the Griefs, and you can find links to them on our Facebook page, Bad Guy Labs, and also now on our YouTube page. They are the Grotesque Brooms now. You can follow us on Twitter at Bad Guy Labs, or you can email us at BadGuyLabsChannel@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Cole Koenig on behalf of Jason Emerson saying, just pour regular old hot coffee in your ass. Don't bother with the enemas. And don't be afraid to be a bad guy.